What's up?
Not much, mate. Just having a nice day off.
Beautiful. I love that. What's a normal Friday look like for Drew?
Well, normally working, but today just having a nice, relaxing day.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah.
What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I work in a fruit shop as a genius, and yeah.
Okay.
If you know.
If I know, I don't know, but
You
I'll
don't
take
know?
I'll take your word for it.
I'm talking on one of their products, so you know.
Right. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you meant a literal fruit shop, but
No.
now I see what you're doing. Okay.
That's the lingo. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for making time to come on the show. Excited to chat about a bunch of things. Now, you were probably thinking that I was going to get you on the show to talk about Totally Unicorn, to talk about the new music, to talk about the tour that you've got coming up.
No.
We're not going to do any of that.
Good.
What we're actually going to do is talk about the recent election. Because I have it on good opinion that you're one of our most insightful political analytical minds in the country.
Jesus.
So I wanted to ask you, Drew, to kick things off. How do you think Peter Dutton's feeling right now?
Oh, hopefully fucking real shit. I'm telling you. What a fuckhead.
A spectacular fall from grace for that kind of cretin, but also like he just destroyed the coalition on the way out, which I think is just like,
man,
beautiful.
When I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday when they announced that shit, it was fucking amazing.
Rest in piss, fuckhead.
Yeah, fucking oath.
No, look, we are going to talk about band stuff. I just wanted to throw you a softball question before we got into any of that sort of stuff.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the tour. So you got 3 shows coming up. You got Sydney to kick things off at the end of the month. Then you've got Melbourne and Brisbane as well. So just a little quick East Coast run.
Yeah.
Are you excited to get on the road? What's the feeling like?
Yeah, very much. Like it's been a while since we played. Like I think the last time was like November, something last year. So it's been a while.
Shit.
We've just been like sitting back and relaxing for a bit and just getting our stuff together. But super excited to play shows. I don't know how it'll go, you know, the match fitness. But but yeah, it'll be good to actually play some new song. Well, a new song at least.
I was thinking about this because you guys have been around for a while. And I was putting notes together and I was like, fuck, when was the last time I saw Totally Unicorn? And I reckon it was pre-COVID. And it would have been when I was living in Brisbane, and it was likely a Crowbar show back in like the original Crowbar, like the downstairs one. So like it's been many years since I've seen a Totally Unicorn show.
Yeah.
But on that note, like what's the post show damage like for you now that you're years older? Because you're up there doing shit. You're getting amongst it.
Yeah, it's definitely calmed down a little bit. I'm not a young man anymore, so probably
young in spirit, true.
Yeah, well, definitely. I was saying that last night to my friend. I was like, still feeling 21. A few less beers, but I don't know. Like, it's funny. Like, I think Jay from Frenzel was like, "What do you do when you?" Before a show when you warm up? I was like, I've never warmed up. I just go out there and feel it.
I'm
and
raw,
just
baby. Nice and cold. Got to get that engine purring.
Exactly. So just go out there and have fun. So it's still fun. So I just keep doing it.
Yeah, sick. I've always thought of you guys as kind of like Australia's version of Fucked Up. because I know like Damien from Fucked Up has like very much a similar kind of like live show kind of thing. Like he just kind of fucking rolls out there and kind of sees what's going on in the crowd and kind of just hugs people and gets in their face and bleeds on them and shit. And I know that that's something that you've definitely done in the past.
Yeah.
Is there a show that you can think of in your memory where like you ventured out into the crowd to kind of like do your thing and then you were like, this is a bad idea. Like this was the wrong fucking thing to do.
It's funny because it was actually a Brisbane show. I forget what it was.
Of course it was. Fucking Queensland.
Yeah, exactly. We played a festival. I forget where it was, but I stood up on the actual bar and, you know, the beer mats they have on the bar just slipped on one and did like a full flip straight onto my head onto the ground. And you know that moment when you do something that you really hurt yourself and you're like, oh fuck, what's happened? And then you're like, oh, I'm okay. How did this happen? And then I just got up and just was like, I'm alive, and everyone cheered, and I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. But yeah, definitely I've had a lot of those moments actually. So, but yeah, that's one that sticks out.
I think the saving grace for your band is that like the chaos and the unpredictable nature of it is kind of baked into the show. Like you go to see Totally Unicorn kind of expecting to kind of see some wild shit. Whereas like if you got up there and you were doing like perfectly rehearsed stage moves and like guitar flips and running on the spot, like it would be weird. It would be like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah, nothing scripted. That's for sure.
Exactly.
It's all in the moment.
Yeah, I saw a video, like a TikTok or whatever, that people were sharing around of some metal band, and they were trying to do that thing. They were doing like the pre-show like intro, old mate standing on like an ego riser, and he's trying to look like super serious, and then he takes a step back and forgets that he's on the ego riser, and then just eats shit. And it's like, well, you've kind of just like pierced the bubble of mystique because like now it's not super serious. Now you just look like a fucking Looney Tunes character. So good job.
I love watching those videos of like people throwing their guitars around and them fucking flying off and hitting the drummer and stuff like that. It's just like, you've all practiced this in the fucking rehearsal room and it's just so lame. But yeah, unfortunately, there's no practicing of that weird shit in the band room, but it's just all still happens.
It's all happening. Yeah. So where's the headspace at for Totally Unicorn now? So you put out the last record in 2022. We've got 2 singles that we can chat about, Parrot and Hard Feelings. And I saw a quote from Aaron, and he was kind of talking about how you guys have been tucked away in the studio working on some stuff, and I'm guessing these singles are kind of like, you know, previews of those sessions, right? So like, what are you guys working on? What's the feeling in the band?
So I don't know, we're just our drummer Myers lives in Adelaide, so like rehearsals is few and far between. But he'll come up and we'll just go fucking hard and just jam and write songs. So yeah, like I don't know, like we're just gonna keep putting songs out, releasing them, maybe an album, who knows? But I guess people's attention spans now are just so minimal. So it's just like, if we just keep releasing stuff, you know, just keep people interested. Yeah. We'll see, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of very much what the industry standard is now, is just kind of like always having stuff to drop and stuff that you can push and promote and do shows off the back of. So, I mean, like, that's not exactly a bad kind of way to plan things out.
No, writing an album is hard. Like, fuck, it takes a lot of effort. So writing one song's not too bad.
Bankrupt for fuck's sake. You know they I've waited so long. It's all been lost. Now the debt's on my back, but with a heart attack. I've waited so long. It's all been lost. And now the debt's...
how are you feeling now, reflecting on High Spirits, Low Life? Like, it's been out for a few years.
Yeah.
What's the kind of like post album analysis for you on that record?
Yeah, still super proud of that record and how it came out. The timing of it, I guess, like a lot of people, like it was recorded during that COVID period. So
Yep.
And like holding off with the release and all that kind of stuff because we couldn't play shows was a struggle. But yeah, it was definitely a pretty dark time for pretty much all of us in the band. So
Yep.
looking back on that, it was a pretty shitty time, but what we produced from it was fucking great and definitely the best shit we've done.
I would say it's my favorite record.
100%.
Hands down. Like really good songs.
Yeah, I think that album we finally found, like with Dean joining the band as well, we finally found what we are and what we do and stuff. So
yeah. And I find that kind of sound and that kind of approach has carried over into these new singles as well, right? Like they all sound kind of the same batch, so to speak, same approach.
Yeah, like listening back to our fucking old stuff, it's just like polar up, like, you know, it's not the spazzy stuff that we used to do, and we've kind of found what we like, and it's a lot easier to write these songs too, so it's good.
Yeah, but like that chaotic kind of energy and approach is still there, that unpredictable element that you bring into the live show as well. Like that's all kind of there, but like the new stuff is definitely like a lot more groovier. The riffs are a lot more memorable. Your vocals have become more, I don't want to say melodic, but like melodious. Like there's definitely like hooks and stuff in there in your own way, you know?
And that's intentional. Like definitely want to put something in songs that people can grab onto and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm sure that makes the performance aspect like far more enjoyable as well.
So
like,
much more.
If you're getting up there and doing like really chaotic, crazy shit with like time signature changes and stuff, it's like people can't really latch onto that. So like you're just kind of giving it 110%. Whereas with this stuff, like you can have people singing the lyrics, you can have people grabbing the mic, like you've got more like involvement.
That's exactly right. Like it's the first time that we could play a show and I can see people actually singing the lyrics because they understand what I'm fucking saying, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Speaking of, let's talk about what you've been saying on the most recent singles. So I was listening back to those tracks this morning, as well as the last record. And I'm going to say that Parrot, to me, feels like a song about punishers. Feels like a song about people who just like chew your ear off and you're just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah, at the pub. You know, you're at the pub. Some bloke in high vis comes up and starts talking shit to you, and you're just like, oh, God.
It's like every dude I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you mind if I sit here with you guys? Oh, yeah, no worries, mate. Fuck me. But yeah, everyone can relate to that fucking thing. So yeah.
I don't want to trash any Totally Unicorn fans here, but
go on.
Has there ever been a moment where you've been like punished as like the front man of the band and you're just like, how do I get out of this situation? How do I politely tell old mate to fuck off so I can get out of here?
So much. So so much. And it's like, it's great. Like, you know, people, you know, it's great. But they see me on stage and it's like, oh, he wants to be, you know, put in a headlock or like, you know, rolled up and stuff. And it's just kind of like, oh, fuck, man. But how do I get out of it? I don't know. Just talk until they walk away. Or I walk away, I guess.
You'd be like, oh, man, I got to load out. I got all this gear and stuff, you know. Like the vocalist is always helping with load out.
To go into the
van. So then with the newest song, Hard Feelings, this one strikes me as more of like an introspective kind of personal song. And I feel like you're talking about kind of like, I don't know, anxiety and not being able to turn your brain off, which as I get older is kind of something that I relate to as well. I have nights where I just like can't get to sleep, too much shit just fucking purring around in my brain. So like talk to me about that one. Where did that song come from? What are you kind of trying to channel on that?
Yeah, it kind of like lyrically came pretty naturally because the anxiety thing for me is like a massive factor in my life. Like I suffer from it heaps. And, you know, waking up at, 3 a.m. and just like brains ticking and everything like that. And yeah, as you said, like it's weird that as you get older, it kind of gets a little bit worse. So trying to.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, when I was in my 20s, like I never had that problem. Like,
yeah, I know, right? So just dealing and, that kind of stuff. So
have you found getting older that you need to kind of like, I don't want to overuse the clinical language, but you've had to like lean into self-care. You've had to like find ways to kind of like, I don't know, change your life or your habits to kind of like make you able to kind of get over that anxiety or kind of get through that kind of that period?
It's a work in progress. It's a big struggle for me.
We're all a work in progress, Drew.
Yeah. So no, I try, but sometimes, you're like, I'll just have another beer or something, but it's not always the best cure for these things.
No,
but yeah,
no,
as I'm so many people in the music industry. It's a long struggle, but with the help of friends and stuff, you.
You still fucking talking. You still fucking talking tonight. Can't fucking walk, yeah. Oh, here we go. From the bathroom, full round 2. Here they come now to embarrass you.
I guess like in a kind of meta way, do you think that what you do with Totally Unicorn, and in particular like your performance aspect, is kind of a way of kind of combating that anxiety and kind of getting over that sort of stuff? Like the Drew on stage is kind of like a larger than life version of like the Drew that can't get to sleep at 3 a.m. because he's
100%. Like,
okay, that makes
it's funny.
sense.
You talk to people that know me, and that it's just like you are like the polar opposite of what you are on stage. I'm very quiet and not out there at all. So it's definitely like having music and performing in my life is such a huge outlet for my emotions and stuff. So it definitely helps.
I mean,
definitely.
it's a cathartic kind of pressure valve, right? And being able to kind of be in a bit of a persona and have kind of a stage version of yourself is a way to kind of just let loose and then be able to compartmentalize it all and be like, okay, well, I can get all of that shit out on stage and do all of that, and then I can go home and just be me and be chill.
Oh, I'm 100%. I'm sure like so many people who play music are exactly the same. Like it's just a release,
Yeah, for sure. So to kind of wrap things up here, you've got the shows coming up in a couple of weeks. What do you have planned, if anything, for the rest of 2025? What's on the agenda for Totally Unicorn?
Yeah, like we're like more music will be coming out. Like we're in plans of hopefully overseas. We've hopefully got a US tour, but we'll see with the world at the moment.
Yeah, look, not the best time to be trying to do that, but I respect it nonetheless. We were over there earlier this year, both Paige and I, and we got sick in Vegas, which was like kind of shit. And being stuck in a Vegas casino for a week was kind of fucked.
I've been there.
But it was like right during Trump's inauguration too. So like just the worst vibes imaginable. Yeah. So like even when you went outside, you were like, oh, God damn it, this fucking sucks. So I'm not trying to get back in a hurry is my point.
Yeah, as you said, not the best timing. But
You got to do it.
if the opportunity comes up, fuck, it's far and few between. So
I mean, at this rate, will it be here in a decade? Who knows?
Well, exactly. And like, if we do get, locked up, we may get a few more fans from that. So who knows?
Maybe keep that political analysis to yourself just while you're
I'll be
getting through customs. Yeah.
Deleting my phone. Don't worry.
All right. Well, Drew, thank you very much for coming on the show. This has been a fun chat. I will put details in the show description for people to check out the shows, get tickets, stream the new songs, all that business. But yeah, thanks so much for jumping on the pod.
Absolute legend. Thanks, man.
No worries, dude. Hello. Owen popping in to say, please sign up for the TPD Patreon. This is what helps us keep the lights on and keep the show going. The link is at the bottom of your screen right now, patreon.com/tpdpod. All of our patrons get exclusive access to Side B of our roundup episodes, so you get a few extra tracks, as well as our feature album discussion and the full show experience. Our patrons also get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes, off-the-cuff chit-chat from all of our guest episodes. But the patrons are the ones who make all of this happen. For as little as $5 a month, you can sign up to the TPD Patreon, and it really helps us out, really helps us keep the show going. So shout out to all of our patrons, shout out to our executive producer patrons, you're the real ones, and thank you so much for watching the show.